Welcome to my YouTube. Hello. Hi, it's Brianna from Breana Reads. Welcome back to my channel. We're a little lardy. We're a little tardy to the party, but it's April. Doesn't matter the date, and I am going to give you what I plan on reading this month. I have read 2 books already. These are them. Ate them up. But I'm going to start off with my physical book so far, which is a few that I'm incredibly hopeful to start. And then towards the end, I will give you a couple of the arcs that I received that I plan on reading this month as well, hopefully. I'm incredibly ambitious, but reading is ambition. Okay, first we're going to start off with a book that I'm partnering with Storygram Tours to read. This was on my 2025 most anticipated books, and I jumped at the opportunity to read and review this. So it's Boys with Sharp Teeth by Jenny Howell. Here you go. And I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of each book as well. 17-year-old Maren James has spent her entire life living in the shadow of the exclusive Huntsworth Academy, and when her cousin's dead body is found in a creek on school property, Maren knows exactly who's to blame: Adrian Hargraves and Henry Wu, the enigmatic, dangerously alluring leaders of the school's social elite. I love dark academia, and this sort of seems like it's right up my alley. I'm wondering if there's going to be a little bit of a love triangle, and who's the reason for the dead body, and I have to read it to find out. The review is going to go up this week, so I need to start reading this this weekend. Next up is part of the Legendborn cycle. I started it last month during release day, and I've gotten about halfway through, but ended up taking a break because my head wasn't in it. And that is Oathbound, which I don't know where the dust jacket is at the moment, but here we go. Oathbound by Tracy Dion, which I am 34 chapters in, and I've tabbed it up. I will say I am enjoying it. I think that I just really need to kind of like lock back in and read, but I don't think that's going to be happening this weekend because I have to prioritize Boys with Sharp Teeth. Next is one of my favorite authors. Everything that they create is on my auto-buy list, and that is Somadina by Akwaeke Emezi. Here we go. Which is actually releasing this month, I think. Yeah. Yep, it releases April 2025. Okay. Somadina and her twin brother, Jayake, are practically the same person. They finish each other's sentences and make each other whole. When the twins come of age, their magical gifts begin to develop. While Jayake's powers enchant, Somadina's cause fear to ripple through her town. I love the idea of like twins who are so connected to each other that they finish each other's sentences, that you don't know where one starts and one ends. I am curious about how they balance each other out, and as a twin story, it sort of makes sense that one's gift would be light and the other's would be dark. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. I started on my flight when I went to Shelves in the City, and I ended up only getting a few pages in because I got really bad sickness in the air. Ooh, speaking of Shelves in the City, I found all of my photos. Here we go. Mama, I have friends. Okay, next up is Fable for the End of the World by Ava Reed. And that's what that looks like. Anessa lives with her brother in a half-sunken town where they make ends meet by running a taxidermy shop. Unbeknownst to Anissa, their cruel and indolent mother has accrued an enormous debt. And it's giving that they're gonna have to pay off the debt, but in what ways? And I really picked this up because the dedication said, to the young queer girls, your love is going to save the world. And as a bisexual baddie, I love that. I was eating it up. And then my final actual physical read is part of the Poppy War trilogy. And I don't know if you guys follow me on any other platforms, but I was crashing out about Poppy War on Instagram and TikTok because the fucking book destroyed me, okay? Because what the fuck? And I met R.F. Kwong last weekend in LA when I went for Shelves in the City, and I ran up to her, and I'm sure she was shook. Like, I think she might have been a little scared. She might have some, like, you know, social anxiety, and I'm so sorry, babe. I didn't mean to come on so strong, but the first thing I said was, what the fuck? Why would you write this? And she, like, laughed, you know, wholeheartedly, good-naturedly. She has said, like, that her book, The Poppy War, she wrote at 19, and she says that it wasn't her best written. I would love to feel that way about myself because honestly, the Poppy War was magnificent, even though it broke the fuck out of me. But besides the point, I read Poppy War last month, which means that I really have to get back on my, I gotta get back in my Zoom with the Dragon Republic. I've been told by multiple people that it doesn't get better. It doesn't get easier. It just gets worse. And mentally, I have to be in the right headspace to like really, understand that. Because if you guys could have seen the way that I was like sobbing, like I felt like I was a belligerent drunk, the way that I was like, why? I can't believe it broke me. Poppy War broke me. Okay. Now, for arcs. I would like to prioritize Son of the Morning by Akweke Emezi. I begged Harper, I didn't, I was auto-approved. Immediately once it got on NetGalley, downloaded. And I'm hoping to slide in Harper's DMs when the physical books come in because I would like those as well. Because the way that I am so obsessed with anything that they write, I am tried and true in Akweke Emezi stan. And I'm not going to be letting off them. Okay, so that's one. And then the other arc that I'm possibly would like to maybe read this month, but I don't know if that's going to happen, is Catabasis by R.F. Kuang, which I am also getting the physical book. While we were in Shelves in the City, we were able to pack a box of books, and I packed it in the box. While a lot of other people took it with them for the flight, I felt dumb for not doing that. So I'm just like waiting for that box to get shipped. And then I can like hold on to it and like actually tab it while I'm reading. But yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 books that I would like to prioritize for the month of April. Will I do it? I don't know. But I will check in at the end of the month and let you know what I did actually read. Bye. And as always, thank you for stopping in and joining me. And if you would like to keep up with me anywhere else, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok, since miraculously it has been saved for 75 more days. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.